Hey guys, how's it going? It's me just back with another quick video that I wanted to show you. So I'm going to show you two different things. The first thing that I want to show you is what's called a Uni-Knot or a blood knot. So you may come into different situations where you're trying to have a little bit more finesse in the water, or you're trying to meet strength with flexibility. So the strength of having a main line that's braided, but having the flexibility of something that's mono or fluorocarbon like this. So when we're talking about strength of a braided line, this is a 40-pound braid, and this is probably about like 15 to 17 pound mono or fluorocarbon, monofilament or fluorocarbon. So I'm going to show you how to put these two together, and some of the reasons why I would use this type of setup to put these two lines together is if I want to have the strength of this being on my pole to kind of fight a fish, but also knowing that I may be in an area where that fishing area may have snags or something like that, and I want the flexibility of being able to play the fish a little bit, but also knowing that, hey, if I get snagged, I can kind of break my line off and not lose my whole setup. This is a nightmare in the river. If you ever get caught on something, it is very hard to break it off. So I'm going to show you how to put these two together, and we'll go from there. So you're going to start with your first line. You're going to kind of give yourself some overlap on both of these. And as you see, I'm overlapping these two. Then I'm going to get a little bit of a curl in it. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a curl in it. I'm going to put them together. And what I want to do is I want to wrap this through. I'm going to curl it the other way, actually. We'll start with our braided first, since I'm going that direction. I want to get a curl in the braided line, like so. And then my goal is I want to wrap this through the hole, wrap it around both the lines about like 6 to 7 times. So 1, 2. And then what you're going to want to do is wet this. So we're going to act like I'm wetting this either with spit or water. And then you're going to pull this tight. So you're going to pull this tight and cinch it down to where you're going to have a little knot like that. Then you're going to go from the other route. So I'm going to flip this over real quick. You're going to go from the other route and do your loop with your mono. So here goes my little loop right here. My little loop. You're going to go 6 to 7 times that way too. Same thing with this. Wet it. The reason why you wet it is there's a lot of friction that happens when you pull this together, and you don't want this line to become superheated and become damaged as a result. It can break off easier. So normally you would wet it with some water or spit, whatever your choice is. Fishermen, we use either or, we don't really care. Then you're going to pull that tight too. Pull that tight, cinch it up. The next thing that we're going to do is we got our 2 knots. So if you're looking at the image, we have a knot right there and we have a knot right here. To get those together, we have to pull these two lines away from each other. So watch what happens when I pull them away. If you're looking, you'll see them pop together. Pull them together, snug it up. And if you're looking, you can see those two are cinched together. This is a really strong knot. It's going to be very hard for that to break and come apart. I've fought fish all the way up to 30 pounds on this type of setup, and it hasn't failed or broken. And if it does break, it just breaks right here at the anchor point, and then I'm able to tie on another one and keep it rolling. the next thing that you're going to want to do, cut off those extra ends. So you could use one of these, and it has the little notch blade in it where you can cut off the sides. I'm only going to do one side, but pretty much cut off the tag ends on each side. All right, and voila, there you go. There goes your Uni-Knot or blood knot, however you want to call it. Lots of people call it different things, and I may be calling it the wrong thing, but I just know this as being a Uni-Knot, where you're tying two different types of line. And you could do the same thing braid to braid too, but you're tying two different lines together to give you a bumper, a mono or floral bumper to a main line that's a braided line. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'm more than welcome to try to show some of these things. This is my first time doing a video like this, so if I'm doing something that you don't agree with, let me know that too. I'm curious. I'm always here to learn. I'm not an expert, but I'm just showing you a few of the things that I find are useful to me out there when I'm on the water catching those big fish. Get out there, enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.